Hi all. Ooh. Let's do this, shall we? Okay. So, I'm tired. So this whole thing with my mom's going on. She's in the hospital right now. I went down there. I took an Uber from my home. And I got there and whatever. The point of this video is not really what the point of what happened. The point of this video is how I'm coping with it. What you say? Why am I putting this in my mouth when I know I'm going to talk? So, this is hard and scary and sad, but I'm not freaking out. I'm not feeling overly stressed. Even though there are a bunch of things going on in my life, I'm actually taking it pretty calmly. I wouldn't say serenely, but the difference that I'm noticing is that I'm not catastrophizing and I'm not predicting all kinds of futures, thinking of all the bad scenarios that could be. So far, that is what I think is the difference. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's a big change. Guys, I'm telling you, emotional work is hard, but it is worth it. When you come to something like this, and you're just like, wow, yeah, this used to, something like this would really it would have really freaked me out. like, yeah, I'm trying to even think of how I would have reacted in that state of mind. And it's like, you're already at such a high level of stress and anxiety that additional stressors kind of push you over the edge. And that didn't mean that, it's not like I ever didn't get my work done when I was stressed, but it would have made, there would have been many more thoughts. There would have been many more thoughts. And they would have been harder to, I just would have gotten like absorbed in them. But that's not happening now either. That's good. Okay. So I'm identifying these things right now because I want to show people who are going through something similar to what I went through with depression. And that whole, I know it's so much more than that, right? As anybody who's felt that way, which is a lot of us out there, huh? Who's ever felt that way? I'm sorry, I'm trying to describe to you the things that I used to feel when stresses come out, because I want you guys to know that there are different ways of handling it, and that these are the things that I've done that have worked for me, and maybe you can work on those things too. So that's why I'm trying to really identify, so that people who have the same thoughts and feelings can maybe help themselves. So yeah, these are the things that are different right now. I'm actually like the feeling on my back right now, like up and down my spine, is like releasing this tension. I've been releasing so much tension. And it's great, guys. It's really great. It's like one of the things Michael Singer talks about is I just lost that thought. I'm sorry. What I'm just trying to say is like the tension of the room, right? The emotional room. He talks about sort of emotional space and like moving in it, like you lean away from the bad thoughts or you lean away from the bad feelings. Like you listen and you observe, but you kind of lean away. And I didn't understand, really. I mean, I understood conceptually, but like when I kind of tried to picture it, I just couldn't. I never felt behind my thoughts and feelings. And that's what I'm starting to feel. And that's, I mean, it's a really cool understanding. It's a really cool thing to feel. The tension, like, that's being released down my back, even like in all these circumstances. It's like, when I'm paying attention to it, it just feels like I have more space inside of me. It's cool. So now, when something would be kind of scary or whatever, I just immediately relax my body. And it makes everything a lot less stressful. So I just wanted to share that with people. Anyway, that's it. Oh, so anyway, okay. So how about, I'm going to end off with, I'm obviously not happy this is happening. But I am grateful that it is doing this for me. Like each new difficult situation, each new challenge that I come up against, another piece of me opens up. And it feels really good. So, I mean, it's one of those things you notice when you've been in pain, how badly you were in pain when you start coming out of it. And this isn't, I don't know if anybody else has this experience, but I kind of feel like it comes in jumps. Like all of a sudden you notice it's like you're stretching. Like, and all of a sudden you catch up and you notice that you were bad. It was bad. Yeah, that was bad. So now I'm coming out of it, and it's something to be grateful for. So that's the thought I wanted to leave with you guys, that I am grateful that there's a lesson behind every difficulty. It just feels good. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna go off and enjoy this by myself. You don't have to watch me enjoy this. Anyway, I'm just reminding you that everything out there that can happen, you can always choose to have a grateful day or night. That's what I'm gonna go do.